Good evening and welcome to Billboard with me, Ted Stanley, for a roundup of theatre, music, art and literature across the Humber region. Dame Judi Dench and Sir Mark Rylance head the prestigious list of patrons and ambassadors of the East Riding Theatre in Beverley. I met up with theatre manager Sue Kirkman to find out more. So Sue, tell me, when did the East Riding Theatre first open?
2014. We had been working on the theatre with 80 volunteers, renovating a disused Grade 2 listed building for a whole year.
And I understand you have quite a famous artistic director.
Yes, his name's Adrian Rawlings. Recently he's been in Darkest Hour with Gary Oldman.
The East Riding Theatre is a community theatre, but you don't have an amateur society here. You actually put on professional productions.
Yes, although we are a professional theatre, it's very much part of the community and we want to keep it like that.
I understand there's some great opportunities for people to get involved in the theatre as volunteers.
Yes, we have over 100 volunteers on our books.
So, Adam and Fiona, you're both volunteers here at the theatre.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What do you enjoy about volunteering?
I like the community, like everyone who comes together to work for the theatre, everyone's really nice.
It's got all the positives and it's proved that being sociable, trying to do something that's challenging and a bit different is good for one's well-being.
Yeah, it's a really friendly atmosphere. You get to meet lots of interesting people on and off the stage.
And I understand you also have some outreach programmes from the theatre into the community.
Yes, they're mainly run at the moment by a company called She Productions, which is our company in residence, and they operate the outreach.
The eggs, of course. We've all trained in the arts in different ways. Some been to university, some been to drama school, and have all struggled. Now, stop you doing what?
I noticed that you have a range of activities that go on during the day at the theatre. It's not just an evening venue, is it?
No. We have a group called Little Singers that operates during term time on a Thursday morning. We have some summer schools as well that are run by professional industry practitioners.
And I understand you've got a production by John Gubber coming to the theatre.
Yes, we have. So that production's called Seasons in the Sun. It starts at the end of April and runs through to 20th of May.
Good. Well, Sue, it's been lovely to meet you. Thank you for joining us on Billboard and telling us all about the East Riding Theatre.
Good. Thank you very much.
Forthcoming productions at the theatre include John Gubber's hilarious comedy Seasons in the Sun from the 24th of April. Tickets from the theatre box office. Also in Beverley, the Bad Apple Theatre Company's production of Amy Johnson visits Woodmansey Village Hall on Thursday the 2nd of May. Tony Barker found out more from actress Frances Tither.
I'd had the pleasure of working earlier for Bad Apple, so I know as a company they're brilliant to work for, but I'd also looked in one of the museums in Hull at Amy Johnston as a replica of one of the planes. I think it's in the Transport Museum, so I had her in the back of my mind of who she was, but I didn't really know enough about her.
You don't even get to play the part of Amy, do you?
No, I don't. My lovely friend Sarah gets to play Amy Johnston. She's playing it brilliantly. I play Betty, who is the switchboard operator, alongside her friend Mabel, and I also play a wonderful lady called Commander Pauline Gower, and she was one of the first women responsible for the Air Transport Auxiliary, so she'd get the women's pool together. So they would ship over they'd had a ferry pool which would send the planes over and relieve all the military pilots for the front line.
Tickets for Amy Johnson are available from the Bad Apple Theatre Company website. Hull-born artist Richard Culver returns to his roots with a new exhibition at the Humber Street Gallery. Tony Barker went to meet him.
For me to be able to talk about my hometown and I've always spoken about it with pride, whether it be for the football team or the rugby teams. I've always been proud to say I'm from Hull, and I still am, but now it's to be able to link my hometown with my career. I never thought I'd be able to do that, so it's really special.
Yeah, it's quite a mix, isn't it? Sculpture and art. How many pieces in total?
I think there's, if you count everything, including The sculptures, if you call this one, I think there's about 15 pieces in it. Trust me, I could have put 100 pieces in it. Maybe not 100, but I could have gone to at least 30 or 40. So the whittling down, it was kind of like picking for an England squad sort of thing, as on a football terms. It was like I came up here with a squad, and then these are the starting 15 or whatever.
Richard's exhibition is open until the 27th of May. Now, here's Sarah Hunter-Carson with her choice of the latest book releases. Anything for the boys this month, Sarah?
I might have, Ted. You'll have to wait and see. But there are some great new books out in April, and here are some you might enjoy. Mythology is an essential part of the human cultural experience, and in Norse mythology, Neil Gaiman brings to life a world of glistening snow, with the aurora borealis lighting up the dark winter sky, while, around the campfires, men tell stories of vengeful, playful and passionate gods. This book, rich, dramatic and thrilling, brings to life again an ancient world which still captures the imaginations of writers today. Acclaimed historical writer Conor Goulden's new book, Dunstan, is set in Anglo-Saxon England. The title character, Dunstan, fights at the side of King Athelstan, who has a dream that England will become a united kingdom. Will his dream come true, or will England fall into anarchy and misrule? Lovers of historical fiction shouldn't miss this exciting new novel. Now, for a more modern-day royal story, Rebel Prince, The Power, Passion and Defiance of Prince Charles by Tom Bowers, is an intriguing and at times explosive new biography of the heir to the throne. An exploration of the private man beneath the public image, this new book gives us a fascinating glimpse of the turbulent life of the man who will be king. Now, for lovers of a good international thriller, Philip Gwyn-Jones' The Venetian Game is a treat in store. A complex and exotic tale of art theft, forgeries and family rivalries, this is a perfect, relaxing book for the Easter weekend.
A special treat awaits Elvis fans as Yorkshire-based performer Ben Portsmouth visits Grimsby on his world tour of Taking Care of Elvis. Tony Barker went to meet him.
So take me to the career move for you that when you started becoming an Elvis performer. But how old were you at the time when you took to the stage, dressed in the clobber, and did Elvis?
Oh my God. In the back of my dad's car, I'd always hear these songs like American Trilogy and Unchained Melody, and you think, that's amazing, you know. And so yeah, my dad had a guitar in the house which I'd pick up and just start learning the chords, and it just went from there, really. Yeah, just one day I just decided, oh, you know, I much prefer singing Elvis songs rather than sitting in some studio waiting for a pop artist or whatever, because I was playing the guitar for people at the time. And yeah, so I just got a local band together and put, you know, an advert in the free ads and whatever, local papers. And yeah, you know, just started in the pubs and stuff like that, the clubs, and it just escalated, yeah. I went to America in 2010. And I think that really helps if you put something like, you know, direct from the USA or whatever. It obviously all helps, doesn't it? You know, because it, you know, direct from Bridlington doesn't have the same effect. But yeah.
Let alone Grimsby, you know, where you're going in a few weeks' time.
Grimsby, of course, yeah, direct from Grimsby. But they do a great curry there, I must admit. I do love going to Grimsby.
You can see Ben at the Grimsby Auditorium on Saturday the 28th of April. Tickets are available from the Auditorium box office. After the break, we'll review the latest Hollywood film releases, compare the offerings from independent cinemas, and find out what's on where you are in box office.
Welcome to my world.
Welcome back to Billboard. Still to come on tonight's show, Paul Hill explains the benefits of joining a film club and more music from Ben Portsmouth. But first, a review of the latest film releases chosen by film critic Paul Lewis. In film review tonight, a trio of thrillers includes Corey Finley's Thoroughbreds and John Krasinski's A Quiet Place. But first, Ghost Stories, a collection of chilling tales directed and starring Andy Nyman as Professor Philip Goodman, a professional skeptic whose job it is to debunk the mysteries of the paranormal. A creepy, disturbing film with excellent performances from Paul Whitehouse as a chippy night watchman, Alex Lawther as a jittery teenager, and Martin Freeman as a broker with a poltergeist problem.
The Unquiet Spirit. Lights are on and nobody's home.
No, you're still there.
You don't believe, do you?
Corey Finley's psychological suspense thriller Thoroughbreds cleverly captures the loveless world of extreme wealth as Olivia Cooke and Anya Taylor-Joy star as two disturbed teenagers with murder on their mind.
This is my stepdad, Mark.
How long are you here, Amanda?
My mom's gonna pick me up around midnight.
Midnight's late for us. I'll call your mom. She can come pick you up now.
She's busy.
Doing what?
Chemotherapy. I don't have any feelings, ever. And that doesn't necessarily make me a bad person. It just means I have to work a little harder to be good.
In John Krasinski's A Quiet Place, a family must remain completely silent to avoid the giant predators roaming a post-apocalyptic world in which innocence, childhood and happiness have been abandoned in the battle for survival. John Krasinski stars with Emily Blunt in this brilliantly suspenseful thriller. Our family choice this month is Wes Anderson's animated story Isle of Dogs, set in a Japan of the future. A boy searching for his lost pet Spots is aided by a ragtag crew of heroic outlaw poochers, voiced among others by Bryan Cranston, Bill Murray and Jeff Goldblum. For all the disease and desolation, there's a lot of love about this dystopian world and its sympathetic characters.
I don't think I can stomach any more of this garbage.
Exactly. Same here. Words out of my mouth.
Nobody's giving up around here, and don't you forget it, ever. You're Rex. You're King. You're Duke. You're Boss. I'm Chief. We're a pack of scary, indestructible alpha dogs.
Atari Kobayashi, you heroically hijacked a junior turboprop XJ750 and flew it to the island because of your dog.
Darn it.
Out now on home video, Roger Donaldson's Sleeping Dogs and James Whale's Old Dark House are also worth a watch. You can see a full review of tonight's films by Paul Lewis on YouTube channel Billboard TV UK. If you're looking for something different to the usual Hollywood blockbusters, independent cinemas and film clubs could be worth exploring, as Paul Hill of the Louth Film Club explains. But first, Tony Barker spoke to James Russell of the Whole Independent Cinema.
from the 2nd of May through till Sunday the 6th, we've got the return of Dock and Roll Film Festival. Dock and Roll Film Festival was something we did last year as part of the City and Culture Year, and they enjoyed it so much coming to Hull that they wanted to come back. And so we're very pleased to have them back. So we've got 6 days of fantastic music documentaries, mostly here at Hull Truck Theatre, but also we've got our very first screening at the Adelphi Club, which we're really looking forward to, with a live band as well. So that's going to be great. And then on the last weekend of May, the Friday and Saturday, Yorkshire Silent Film Festival are coming to do a mini festival. It's actually the festival itself in May.
Welcome to Billboard. Thank you for coming on the show.
Good to be here.
When did the Louth Film Club first start?
That would be 12 years ago, and we meet fortnightly on Mondays at a local little Art Deco decorated cinema in Louth, the Louth Playhouse.
Why have a film club? Why not just go to the cinema and see what's on?
Oh, the commercial cinema have a diet almost exclusively these days of the Hollywood blockbusters and the more popular stuff, which is fine, but it leaves out a whole corpus of beautiful films from the world over.
And as chairman, do you choose all the films that are shown, or is it slightly more democratic than that?
Oh, you suggest to me pure heaven, but no, it is democracy. We have a committee and it does the choosing. There are 5 of us and we see films throughout the year.
And what have you got coming up that might interest people?
Well, I've seen it twice already, but what I'm looking forward to putting before the people of Louth is a film called Loving Vincent, which is an animation film, but a very special one. It focuses on the events surrounding the death of Vincent van Gogh. And it's actually painted in oils, would you believe?
Good. Okay, thank you for joining us, Paul.
Thank you.
Now, here's Sarah Hunter-Carson with a roundup of what's on where you are in box office.
At the Riverhead Theatre in Louth, you can see Basket Case, part story, part cabaret, on Thursday the 26th of April. Matt Sargent's The Swingers on the 3rd and 4th of May, and Louth Playgoers' production of the feel-good musical Annie from Wednesday the 16th of May. The Beachcomber in Cleethorpes hosts the Cleethorpes Gathering on Thursday the 12th of May, where you can party until the early hours with some great music from 6 internationally known DJs. In Grimsby, the hilarious comedy Play On by Rick Abbott is at the Caxton Theatre from Saturday the 21st of April. And at the Grimsby Auditorium, a full calendar of events includes comedian Milton Jones on Friday the 27th of April, the Clifton Dance Academy on Sunday the 29th of April, and tribute band The Best of Wham on Saturday the 12th of May. Hull Truck Theatre have Compton Mackenzie's Whiskey Galore from Wednesday the 2nd of May, and the 2018 Grove Festival starts on Thursday the 10th of May. And in Scunthorpe, the Baths Hall and Plowright Theatre have a packed calendar of events, including the music of the Everly Brothers in Walk Right Back on Sunday the 29th of April, comedian Sarah Millican on Monday the 30th of April, and on Sunday the 13th of May, Scunthorpe Gilbert and Sullivan Society present a musical medley in A Night on the Town.
That's almost all for tonight's show. Next time on Billboard, we explore the legacy of Hull 2017 with new artistic director Katie Fuller and preview some of the events planned for the rest of the year. Details of the events featured in tonight's programme can be found at www.billboardtv.uk. If you would like us to feature your own event on Billboard, you can email details to ted@estuarytv.com. From everyone on the Billboard team, thank you for joining us tonight, and we look forward to seeing you again in May. Here with another song from Taking Care of Elvis tour, the legendary Ben Portsmouth.
Well, don't you caught in a trap? I can't walk out because I love you too much. much, baby. Why don't you